You. Thanks, everyone. It's great to be here. Thanks to our senators, of course, my incredible colleague, Rosa DeLauro, who has been a stalwart. And such a vocal champion for children and families. I'm the data geek of the CTC6. Actually, one of the things I love about the expanded child tax credit is we have tons of data to show what an incredibly effective program it is. Maybe more data than we've had on a lot of other programs. And the impact of this historic policy really is indisputable because the data speaks for itself. Nearly 4 million children were lifted out of poverty in just a few short months, and childhood poverty was cut in half. And that's in part because the expanded child tax credit went to the families that needed it most, thanks to full refundability, which is critical. Millions of parents were given a little more breathing room because of those monthly payments. Their bills were coming in. They were able to meet those needs as they came up. And I think we know, parents across the country, as a parent, we want to do everything we can to help our kids. And when hardworking families have more stability and room to succeed, our economy is stronger and more resilient, and our kids do better. I've heard so many stories, you've heard some already, of how the expanded child tax credit supported families when they needed it, from helping them keep a roof over their heads, to buying basketball shoes so a child could play on his school team, to allowing parents to spend a little bit more time with their kids. This is the economic vision that Democrats stand for, one that is centered around a strong and growing middle class. And we saw from yesterday's census data that childhood poverty more than doubled in a year since Republicans allowed this policy to expire. Addressing childhood poverty should be a bipartisan issue. Republicans have supported expanding the child tax credit in the past. They should want to again. The data is really clear on the impact. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about what we can do for our communities. I serve on the Ways and Means Committee, and many times the excuse I hear for not supporting policy is that the expanded child tax credit is too expensive. That's incredibly short-sighted because there is a cost to doing nothing. Childhood poverty costs us over $1 trillion a year in lost productivity, in worse health and economic outcomes, and makes it more challenging for our kids. What that means that more demand, and also means that there's more demand for other government programs. And instead, we have an opportunity to put kids on a better path from an early age. So there's a bipartisan path forward. There should be, if Republicans are willing to walk it with us. Unfortunately, they have been focused on economic policies that favor the wealthy and the well-connected. Hard-working families look at this and they see that approach for what it is, that it's unfair and unjust. We're going to keep fighting until we bring back the expanded child tax credit. We know it works and we need to make it permanent.